Hello everybody. I just wanted to give you a really quick tutorial on how our class is set up in Canvas. And then with that we can talk a little bit about what we will be doing this week also, so that you can feel a little bit more like you know what's going on this week. Let me show you over here really quickly. So right now I'm logged into a student view of Canvas. So this should be what you see when you log into your English 106. This bar over here that's in yellow, this is called the Global Navigation bar. Now you obviously don't have to remember that fancy name for it, but this just means that everything that's connected to you in Canvas you should be able to see here. Over here you see that this is our English 106 bar. So this will be class specific. So this is everything that all your classes, and this is for our class. A little handy dandy thing, this little thing is like the hide. So if you want to hide this course navigation bar, you can just click on that and it'll go away. If you're suddenly like, oh whoa, I need to go somewhere else in this class, then you just click back and it will come back and you can find where you need to go. So we'll just start in home. When you check in, you should be able to see announcements. You should also be able to see navigate down to the different weeks. So if you come here first, and let's say in a couple weeks you want to work on week 3, that'll be a quick way to go and find what we'll be working on week 3. This right here is where you can find our announcements. Again, just to, if you want to click back on them and maybe see something that was a few weeks ago or whatever, you can click that. Here's our syllabus. Please also note that I've added some information here about me, specifically on my late work policy, which I would really appreciate if you would read that. Yeah. So the next thing over here under course navigation is called modules. So the module is just a fancy way to say everything here as we work through the class is located on this page. So the modules is just like if you want to click through individual assignments, this will be a good way to do it. It's organized by week. So this is week 1. It's our introduction week. So while we're here, let's talk about week 1. Let's talk about how all our weeks are set up for the whole course. We always have 2 kind of sections in the class. So this is week 1. We have our before gathering list of things that you can work on, and then you'll also see that we have our after gathering list of things that we want you to be working on. So if you look through, some of these are pages just to sort of get you some information that you need, and you can click on them in order to view them. And they have different icons next to them, right? So this is a link that you can go to, so it'll take you somewhere. This is a page within the course that you can go to. This right here, the little rocket, it just means it's a quiz. So every time that you see a quiz, you'll see the due date, the points, and you'll be able to figure out what you want to do, if it's finished or not. So even though that we want you to work on this assignment before the gathering, you'll notice that the due date is technically at the end of the week. So mine says January 13th because I'm on East Coast time. So yours might say January 12th because it's due at 11:59 on that night. So that will be the due date for you. Yeah, so work on this stuff as you get going. Usually I think it's helpful just to kind of start at the beginning and work your way down. After the gathering, so like stuff that you've done after the gathering, you have an attendance report, and then you also have some other pages that you can do to help you learn what's going on. So the attendance report is just to report on whether you are at the gathering or not. The reflection is sort of to see, tell me how things went as you were working through your week and what things you were able to get to, and make sure that we're all on the same page. So that's kind of just how our class is set up. If you navigate down, you'll notice that week 2 is not open for you, but it will open up on Thursday before the week starts. So like on Thursday of this week, you can look at week 2. What we do every week is we will have some consistent things that will happen every single week. One of those is the speaking partner appointment. You'll register to have a speaking partner this week. What that is you just work with a non-native English speaker, and you will meet with them once a week and be able to, have some conversations with them to help them learn English. And that's such an awesome thing for you to be able to do. So you'll have that appointment every single week. The other thing that you'll do every week is you'll have reading assignments, and you will discuss those reading assignments on the discussion board. The other things that we do every single week is you will have a little bit of grammar that you work on, and that will come as a quiz. You will also have some general writing rules, so some ways to develop your writing and understand how a paper works. You'll have something like that every single week. And then you'll see that we'll start working on some of our assignments, and that you can, have your attendance report for the gathering and your reflection. Those things happen every week. So don't get overwhelmed. I'm covering this not so that you feel like you have to have everything down and know exactly how everything works. I just want you to feel sort of like you understand how the class is set up as a whole. So this week, just start at the very beginning and work your way down. And if you have questions that come up, feel free to email me or reply in an announcement, or anything like that will work. Okay, so then over here you just see also that there's some other things on your course navigation tab. And I will help you as we go on. As you need to access feedback that I give you on assignments, I will post information to help you know how to do that. All right, so one other thing I'd like to cover really quickly, just to make sure that we're on the same page. I asked you in this announcement to look at your notifications and edit your notification settings so that I can email you. The way that you would do that is you just click on your account. It should have your picture and you should look at that. When I pull it up, I go to my account and I go on my notifications. This is where I've set what I want to Canvas to notify me of. So please, something I'd like you to do this week is just go on down to Conversations, go to Conversation Message, and just click this arrow so that every time that you get an inbox, it will send it to your email. Now, obviously, if you feel really strongly that you don't check your email or that's not something that you want to do, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to necessarily know. But I feel like since we don't have access to, I can't email the class in Canvas the way that we used to be able to do in Brightspace, this is a good way for me to be able to make sure that you're seeing the inbox messages that I want you to see. So we'll just head on back to our pathway page. This is where the inbox is located on your global navigation bar so that it's connected to all your different classes. So that's kind of like your in the system emails. Okay, so again, don't get overwhelmed. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have questions on Canvas, just reply to this announcement or feel free to contact me in another way. Good luck and thanks.